Businesses located near the planned temporary shelter village site got a chance to have their say on the controversial project today. Good evening, I'm Haley Perot. Thank you for joining us. City officials hosted an invite-only meeting at the Moose Hall for neighboring businesses to provide their thoughts and feedback. Emma Chilton spoke to Councillor Brian Hamilton right after that meeting, and she joins us live in studio with more. Emma?
Thanks, Haley. 2 weeks ago, City Council abruptly shifted gears and approved the 80-unit homeless village at the Hillyard site. But due to the lack of consultation with nearby businesses, Hamilton says City Hall administration has been getting a lot of calls about it. The city sent out invitations to business owners located within 300 meters of the site, and 55 attendees showed up early this morning to voice their concerns. A meeting to address concerns about the new site for the temporary shelter village was held at the Moose Hall. The media was not invited to the meeting so that neighboring businesses could share their concerns confidentially. The approved Hillyard site is located in the McKellar ward, and Councillor Brian Hamilton spoke about what was discussed.
There was, I think, some openness to the project kind of globally. People had some concerns ultimately about the location and also the operational model, given that this proposed site is there's not a lot of services in the site, so there's questions around transportation, security, and then the big resounding thing that would happen here was more about process and how City Council came to this decision maybe so quickly, and the business community, certainly the residents in the neighborhood, didn't have an opportunity to do deputations or actually speak to council directly about this decision, and that it was made rather quickly. So there's questions around transparency and the process.
The Hillyard land site at the end of Alloway Place is currently covered with trees. City staff have now released a schematic design of what the village would look like there. 80 tiny homes would be set up right next to the Carrick Off-Leash Dog Park, and the village would be within 300 meters of dozens of businesses. Hamilton says they were trying to give the owners and operators a chance to be heard.
I think what administration wanted to do is afford the same opportunity for the businesses of this proposed site as they did to the Fort William BIA. They were the business representatives at that site, and that was for the sake of transparency and equity. I think that administration thought it best to afford that same opportunity here. Obviously, it's a bigger catchment area.
Council's decision to proceed with the Hillyard site is considered final, unless significant unresolvable issues arise during the current assessment phase.
Councillor Itrini and I were here together to listen to concerns, and it's important that people are able to feel heard. So, I would encourage people to contact their councillors and talk about the decision in front of them, and to do so probably pretty soon. This project is well underway, and construction is slated to happen within weeks, not months.
In order to meet the provincial funding requirements, at least 40 units must be set up and operational by December 15th, with all 80 completed by February 27th. Emma Chilton, TBT News.